Good afternoon. We made it. We made it. Welcome to Influence Nation. And so, by the way, we've got some incredible people here, and we also have some incredible people online that are joining us. And what we're doing today, my name is Derek Feldman, by the way, and I lead the Cause and Social Influence initiative. And as part of that initiative, our job is to try to understand how young Americans today are getting involved in social issues and movements. And in fact, this morning, we released some new research that has been out there on how young Americans view those movements, and in particular, the differences amongst our oldest Gen Z and our youngest millennials overall. And we're going to go through some of that research in just a minute. But today is a day where we're going to hear from some of the leaders behind those biggest movements and social issues that are in the research. And we've gathered them this afternoon, not only to hear about some of their successes and failures and challenges that they continue to go through, but we're also going to hear from some of the other ones that are looking forward to some things happening next year. I don't know if you've heard, we have an election going on next year. Yeah. So we'll end the day with an incredible panel on voting as well. And we've got some great people, including my colleagues at the Ad Council, who have been instrumental in part of this effort. Really, the Ad Council is our co-host, and without them, not only this, but in a couple other partners, we wouldn't make this possible. Because the Ad Council has been, for more than 75 years, tackling some of these biggest social issues and movements as well. I think we all know kind of the Smokey the Bear, right? As well. But I want to bring out my co-host and colleague and partner and friend, Kate Emanuel. Kate? Hi.
Hi, everyone. Derek, thanks for letting me share the stage and let the Ad Council share the stage today. And thanks for all of you for coming. And we have a lot of folks online, so thanks for joining us. We're going to have a really great program. The Ad Council works with the best and brightest talent at ad agencies, media companies, platform, tech companies, brands to create our campaigns. And it's a really terrific model because it's all pro bono. And today's topic is right up our alley. It's about social movements, youth. We have a number of youth campaigns, whether it's STEMming girls, preventing suicide amongst youth, bullying prevention, helping young adults get their high school diploma. And we've got a number of campaigns in the works on climate change and voter engagement. So I'm super excited. I know I'm going to learn a lot today, and we've got a lot to talk about, so I'm going to turn it back over to Derek.
Wonderful. Thanks,
Okay,
Kate.
sure.
All right, you're going to hear from Kate later on. She's moderating our voting panel, and she'll also share some really good research on voting that I was a part of as well. And later on when we discuss that, we'll hear from Andy and Yves about some of the work that they're working on related to next year. Now, I want to also thank and bring out another instrumental partner, and that's the Levi Strauss Foundation. And for a couple of years now, actually more than that, I think we were talking about 5 or so, the colleagues and partners and friends at the Levi Strauss Foundation have been instrumental in helping us communicate out, primarily even the social justice leaders who are in America doing incredible things. And when I say partner, I truly mean partner and not sponsor, because they partner with a lot of very important causes on some of the big issues that we're dealing with: immigration, voting, and a lot of other things. But I'm going to let Jason McBriarty come on out and fill us in a little bit more. Jason.
Great. Thanks, Derek. So I'm really honored to be here in New York on this gorgeous fall day. And actually, Derek, you're right. We've been a partner of Influence Nation for 5 years now, and we've been a sponsor for the last 3 years. And I last spoke on this stage in Washington, D.C. in 2016. And I think we all know that a lot of things have changed in this time. Arguably, it's the most consequential political moment for many of us in our lives, both here and abroad. And I think now more than ever, it's really important for us to gather in spaces like this to kind of decide what kind of a world we want to see, to use our collective voice to create change. That's why I'm really excited that today you're going to have a chance to hear from 2 incredible pioneers from the that's sponsored by the Levi Strauss Foundation. Robert Suttle of the Zero Project. It's an organization that seeks to end HIV/AIDS criminalization, incarceration, racism, and social injustice. And then Jess Morales-Racato from National Domestic Workers Alliance and Care in Action. 2 organizations that are dedicated to supporting and providing dignity to the millions and millions of domestic workers here in the United States, the majority of whom are women. We're honored to support their work. For more than 67 years, the Levi Strauss Foundation has embraced the energy and events of our time to sponsor and to support the issues of HIV and AIDS, workers' rights and well-being, as well as social justice. And through this work, we get to sponsor incredible pioneers like you're going to hear today, Robert and Jess. The two of them also embrace really the values of our company, values that both our company, our parent company, Levi's, as well as Levi Strauss Foundation embrace, and that's originality, empathy, integrity, and courage. You know, this current political moment is rife with disruptive change, and really it calls upon all of us, particularly the corporate sector, to kind of step up. And we believe that a corporation has more of an obligation than just delivering a profit. It also has to take a stand on the important issues of the day. And that's why, you know, beyond the Levi Strauss Foundation and the giving that we were able to give every year, about $8.5 million in total, we also have supported the important issues of the day through our company, and that's ending gun violence, as well as encouraging people to vote in the United States. Shortly after the 2016 election, the Levi Strauss Foundation gathered and said, we want to do more. And so we created a rapid response fund to really to support those people that are living at the center of all that's happening right now. We're supporting organizations that protect civil liberties, highly vulnerable communities across the United States and abroad, including immigrants, refugees, members of the transgender community, and religious minorities. We have continued to support the Rapid Response Fund at $1 million a year over the last 2 years for a total of $3 million. We believe that as a company, a 156-year-old American company, an iconic American company, what we say about America really does matter. And you're about to hear from two incredible pioneers, Robert and Jess, that embody the highest ideals of what America can be. A country that embraces diversity and inclusion, welcomes all, because they know that together we are stronger. So thank you.
Great. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate it. Thank you.